Every day, millions of people speak across the internet. We make video calls. We join virtual meetings. We talk to family from miles away. We work from home. We attend school online. We receive medical care through a screen. And most of us never stop to ask, how does a human voice travel through the internet? How does sound become data? How does a conversation move across digital networks in real time? Long before video calls became part of everyday life, long before remote work became normal, and long before the world depended on digital communication, a brilliant Black woman engineer was helping build the foundation. Her name was Marian Rogers Croak. She became one of the leading innovators behind Voice over Internet Protocol, better known as VoIP. Her inventions helped change the way the world communicates. And with more than 200 patents to her name, her work reaches far beyond phone calls. This is the story of Marian Rogers Croak, the woman who helped give the internet a voice.
Chapter 1. A child who wanted to understand how things worked. Marian Rogers Croak was born on May 14, 1955, in New York City. From an early age, she was fascinated by how things worked. While other children saw a light switch, sink, or telephone as ordinary, Marian saw systems. She wanted to know what was happening behind the wall. How did electricity travel? How did water move through pipes? How did machines respond to people? Her father helped shape that curiosity. Although he had only an elementary school education, he encouraged Marian's interest in science and built her a chemistry set, giving her the freedom to experiment and ask questions. That gift opened a door. It was not just about science, it was about possibility. Marian also admired the technicians and repair workers she saw as a child. They fixed broken systems, understood how things connected, and solved problems others could not see. That idea followed her throughout her life. Marian Rogers Croak would build her career around one powerful question: how can technology make life better for people?
Chapter 2. Education and a different kind of engineer. Marian's path was not ordinary. She attended Princeton University, earning her undergraduate degree in 1977. Later, she received a PhD from the University of Southern California in social psychology and quantitative analysis. That combination mattered. She studied not only technology, but people. She believed technology should not exist only for machines, companies, or systems. It should serve human beings. That perspective led her to Bell Labs, one of the most important research institutions in American history. For decades, Bell Labs helped shape the modern world. The transistor, the laser, satellite communications, computer science breakthroughs. Among the minds working there was Marian Rogers Croak. She entered a world where the future of communication was being imagined, and she would help move that future forward.
Chapter 3. Bell Labs and the Future of Digital Communication. At Bell Labs, Marian Croak began in the Human Factors Division. The title sounded technical, but the mission was deeply human. Her work focused on how technology could improve people's lives. At the time, communication was changing. For most of the 20th century, voice traveled through traditional phone lines. But the world was moving towards something new: digital networks. Engineers began imagining a future where voice, text, and video could move through the same digital systems. This was a major shift. Instead of treating a phone call as one continuous electrical signal, voice could be broken into small pieces of data. Those pieces could travel across a network and be reassembled on the other end. That idea sounds simple today, but at the time, it was revolutionary. Marian Croak worked on digital messaging and network systems while the internet was still developing. She helped study how different messaging applications could communicate with one another. The question was not only whether machines could connect, it was whether different systems could speak the same digital language.
That work helped build the foundation for something the world now depends on: Voice over Internet Protocol, VoIP.
Chapter 4: Giving the Internet a Voice. Voice over Internet Protocol changed communication. Instead of relying only on traditional phone lines, VoIP allowed voices to travel over the Internet. A person's words could be converted into digital signals, divided into data packets, sent across networks, and reassembled into sound. This technology made Internet calling possible. It also laid the groundwork for audio and video conferencing, online meetings, remote work, and digital communication around the world. Today, people using Internet-based calling benefit from decades of research and invention by engineers like Marian Rogers Croak. Her work helped improve how networks monitored performance from end to end. That mattered because digital voice communication had to happen quickly and clearly. Even a brief delay could interrupt a conversation. A broken connection could end a meeting. A weak signal could make communication impossible. Marian's innovations helped make these systems more reliable. Reliability is what turns an invention into something people can use every day. When technology works well, most people never think about it. They simply speak, and someone else hears them. That is part of Marian Croak's legacy. She helped make the miracle feel ordinary.
Chapter 5: Texting to Help Save Lives. But Marian Rogers Croak's impact did not stop with internet voice communication. At AT&T, she also helped create technology that changed how people donate during disasters. After seeing text messaging used for voting programs like American Idol, Marian began imagining a more meaningful purpose. What if people could send donations during emergencies with a simple text message? After Hurricane Katrina, that question became even more urgent. Marian Croak and co-inventor Hossein Eslambolchi developed technology allowing cell phone users to donate to charitable organizations through text messaging. The system identified the charity, processed the donation, and added the amount to the donor's phone bill. This removed barriers. People did not need to mail a check, wait, or follow a complicated process. They could help immediately. After the devastating 2010 earthquake in Haiti, text-to-donate technology helped relief organizations collect more than $43 million. That is technology serving humanity. It is innovation meeting a moment of need. And it reflects Marian Croak's lifelong mission: use technology to make life better.
Chapter 6: Leadership, Patents, and Breaking Barriers. Over her career, Marian Rogers Croak became one of modern technology's most prolific inventors. She has received more than 200 patents, nearly half connected to Voice over Internet Protocol. At AT&T, she managed more than 2,000 engineers and computer scientists while overseeing major programs in enterprise, consumer, wireline, and mobile technology. Before leaving AT&T, she served as Senior Vice President of Applications and Services Infrastructure. In 2014, she joined Google as Vice President of Engineering. There, her work expanded into Internet access, responsible artificial intelligence, and human-centered technology. She helped establish a center of expertise for responsible AI, supporting the ethical development of artificial intelligence. Her career reflects one guiding belief: technology must serve people. It must be built responsibly. It must consider the lives it touches. Marian has also encouraged women, girls, and underserved communities to pursue engineering. Because representation matters. When young people see Marian Rogers Croak, they see proof. They belong in the room. They can shape the future. Their ideas can change the world.
Chapter 7: A Place in History. In 2022, Marian Rogers Croak was inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame for her work in VoIP technology. That honor placed her among the most important inventors in American history. She also became one of the first 2 Black women inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame. That fact is both inspiring and revealing.
It reminds us that Black women have always contributed to science, invention, and progress. But too often, their names were left out of the story. Marian Croak's work is not hidden because it was small. It is hidden because many people use her innovations every day without knowing who helped create them. Every internet call, every digital meeting, every remote conversation, every moment when technology carries a human voice across distance. Her legacy is there.
Marian Rogers Croak helped give the internet a voice. But before voices traveled through digital networks, another pioneer was breaking barriers on a very different field. In the 1940s, George Taliaferro became a football star at Indiana University, then made history as the first Black player ever drafted by the NFL. But his story was bigger than football. He was a complete athlete, a civil rights figure, and a man who helped change the game forever. Coming next, George Taliaferro on the Hidden Black Legacy Project.
The Hidden Black Legacy Project. The stories left behind. Like, comment, subscribe, share. A new story every Wednesday.